Welcome to a new week of SAT TV News. I'm Alicia George. Thanks for joining us. In our top stories, former Freedom Party senator passes on. Man found dead inside prison cell, laid to rest. In the region, popular Jamaican food company sued over name in New York. And internationally, Mexico probes mass fish death. In sports, Dubla and Icon Football Club record first win for the season. Details of these and other stories will follow. Welcome back. The Executive Committee of the Dominica Freedom Party, DFP, is mourning the loss of Swanson Caban, a former senator and stalwart of the DFP. Caban passed away on Sunday morning at the Princess Margaret Hospital 1 week after being admitted. Details are sketchy about the cause of death, but reports indicate that Caban had undergone an operation at the hospital. A shocked Deacon Alvin Knight said he spoke with him just last Friday.
I spoke with him on Friday last. I called and his daughter answered the phone and told me that he couldn't speak with me but would call me later. I wanted him to do something for me. When I didn't hear from him later, I called and then he told me that he was at the hospital recuperating from an operation for hernia. Deacon
Knight described Caban as a straightforward but kind person.
Swanston was a straightforward person. The person you see is the person you got. Swanston had to say something. He didn't put any butter in his mouth to say it. Other than that, I know Swanston to be a very kind individual, somebody that you could go to for assistance if you needed, and once he had, Swanston would be forthcoming.
Meanwhile, a statement by the Executive Committee of the DFP recalls Caban as an active and long-standing member of the Dominica Freedom Party. Caban served as a senator in the Dominica House of Assembly from 1980 to 1995 with the Dominica Freedom Party government. He also served as Deputy Speaker of the House of Assembly from 1990 to 1995 and was a former member of the Roseau City Council and served on a number of statutory boards and advisory committees. 25 days following his death, Joshua Etienne was laid to rest in his hometown Portsmouth on Saturday. Etienne of Picard, who is said to be in his late 40s, was found dead in a cell at the Portsmouth police station. Etienne was arrested on August 4, 2014, about 9:30 p.m. at Glanvilla for possession of ammunition and was subsequently placed in the cell. However, at about 5 a.m. on August 5th, his lifeless body was found in the cells. Following his death, 5 police officers, 1 female and 4 males, were arrested and charged with murder. However, the charges are yet to be read, pending the outcome of a judicial review filed by attorneys representing the accused. The family of Etienne attempted to host a series of candlelight vigils for justice outside of the Roseau Police headquarters. However, on the second night, it was stopped by the police, who say the family had to seek permission from the Chief of Police, Daniel Caban, before the vigil could take place. In a previous interview with SAT TV, Police Public Relations Officer Inspector Claude Wicks promised the public that investigations into Etienne's death will be carried out fairly and without partiality. Chairman of the Dominica Special Olympics Committee, Ainsworth Irish, is calling on persons to support the Special Olympics Law Enforcement Torch Run carried for Sunday, September 21st at the Botanic Gardens.
We expect in excess of 400 persons who would have paid $10 each to participate would gather at the Botanic Gardens for 30 minutes of warm-up, and then of course we will have this run, leaving the gardens, going down towards Newtown Savannah, down to the Dame Eugenia Boulevard, coming back on Goodwill Road at the back of the National Stadium into the Botanic Gardens.
The Law Enforcement Torch Run forms a part of fundraising activities to get the local committee to the International Special Olympic Games expected to take place in California from July 25th to August 5th, 2015. Irish says the Dominica Specials Olympic Committee has missed the last 5 international games due to lack of funds and varying locations.
15. Dominica have actually missed the last 5 World Games. We missed the games in Italy, in China, and in Europe because it's very expensive. We have been to 2 Special Olympic World Games, in 95 in Connecticut and in 99 in North Carolina. So when the games are in the United States, because of the close proximity, we are able to participate because we can get the assistance.
Irish also pointed out that in Dominica there is a tendency to look down on athletes who are physically disabled. He says this mindset must change.
Our volunteers have dwindled tremendously. We want persons to come up forward and assist us. Because when we go to these various games and you see the number of volunteers from around the world, Special Olympics is a big thing. In Dominica, people have the negative attitude to look down on athletes that are physically and mentally challenged.
According to Irish, the committee would like to give at least 8 athletes and 3 officials the opportunity to participate in the 2015 International Olympic Games, which necessitates expenses of over $45,000. Digital Dominica has already pledged its assistance to the committee, but Irish is hoping that more sponsors, including the government, will come on board to assist. The torch run will involve a relay by law enforcement officers from the Botanic Gardens and back, and costs only $10. The games are expected to begin from 6:30 a.m. on Sunday, September 21st. When we return, President of the DAAP awarded for innovation. Welcome back. Junella Trotman, President of the Dominica Association of Administrative Professionals, DAAP, has been awarded as the most outstanding and innovative member of the Caribbean Association of Administrative Professionals, CAP. CAP is the umbrella body for member administrative professional associations in the various CARICOM countries. Trotman received the only award given for Innovative President of the Southern Caribbean for 2012 to 2014, as well as the President's Award on recognition of her outstanding performance and contributions to the success of the CAP. The award was presented during the CAP's Council meeting and biennial conference and convention held from August 16 to the 24th on the Carnival Freedom. In an interview with SAR TV News on Friday, Trotman said she is known for being a hard worker.
Recently we had a Skype conference at the UWI Open Campus, and I remember the executive said this is like an innovative idea, and they were very moved by this drive and the efforts that I'm putting into that. I mean, persons who know me know I'm a very hard worker. I really go out and make things happen.
Trotman was elected president of DAAP in March of 2014 and has served on the organization for 8 years. The cruise lasted for 8 days and included lessons in professional development and protocol. Trotman hopes that she can share her expertise with administrative professionals on the island.
Information that I derive, I will impart it to my members as well as other administrative professionals on the islands who are interested. We have been trying to retain the membership that we have. We're also on a membership drive, and we have been trying, utmost to have other members join the association. So in that regard, it will be beneficial when I will be able to present a session.
Milestone awards were also presented to the Turks and Caicos Islands and Barbados, who attained 30 and 40 years respectively, and Trinidad and Jamaica 45 years respectively. Jamaica also received the Membership Achievement Award. Several young boys and girls from ages 4 to 12 displayed their dining and etiquette skills as part of the Polish Class training. The Polish Class is a registered business which offers etiquette, customer service and tourism training to persons interested in gaining knowledge of functions associated with these fields. After a day of training, the children were required to complete the 3-course meal where they showed off their new skills. Annalisa Hunter, a participant in the training, told SAC TV News all about the do's and don'ts of dining.
You shouldn't put on makeup at the table. You shouldn't talk with your mouth open. You shouldn't put your elbows on the table while you're cutting with your knife.
Annalisa says from now on she will help her mother set the table and show off proper table etiquette at special occasions. Meanwhile, founder of the Polish Class, Marcela Larocque Menal, said teaching the children proper etiquette at such a young age will allow the mannerisms to become part of their daily lives.
Good manners should start from a very young age, and we at the Polish Class felt that it's appropriate to start at a tender age. That way we can instill in them the correct way to do things, so by the time they become teenagers or adults, it's automatic for them.
Larocque Menal said generally the children were very excited about the training.
What I found is that they were very excited about it. They did learn a few new things, because at home we take a lot of things for granted. Most of us have our meals in front of the television. But they were exposed to a few new things. They were excited about it. It's just a base that we're trying to build on. We're not saying our people in Dominica are really backward. There is a strong base, but we're just trying to build on it and get them to be as polished as possible.
Larocque Menal said she hopes to make this an annual event, as a lot of parents have been asking for sessions for their teenager and themselves. J. Asifans and Company Limited will be the host of this year's World Creole Music Festival's WCMF VVIP booth. At a recently held press conference of the Dominica Festivals Committee, DFC, events assistant Marva Williams said DFC is pleased to partner with the company in a bigger way this year. Gail Romaine, PR personnel at J. Asifans and Company Limited, said last year the company launched the Appleton Estate Rum's VVIP booth experience. She added that investments to the event accumulated to over $80,000. She said this new dimension to the enjoyment of the WCMF patrons will continue on a larger scale this year.
This goes in line with J. Asifans and Company being the innovative company it is, and Appleton Estate Rums being a world-class line of award-winning premium rums. Therefore, the standards are exceptionally high. Appleton Estate Rums are one of the finest rums in the world. And in our VVIP booth, patrons will enjoy a selection of fine age rums whilst watching and participating in the World Creole Music Festival in comfort and class.
Romaine said last year's VVIP, which was of a high standard, was a resounding success and is optimistic this year will be no different. Prices for the VVIP booth are expected to be announced soon. In the upcoming weeks, the Discover Dominica Authority will also announce additional promotions and new partnerships for the festival. The 18th Annual World Creole Music Festival will be held from October 24th to 26th at the Windsor Park Sports Stadium in Roseau. This has been the local segment of the news.